I'm Ludovica Katungu Nyamupala, located in Hoima town, Rukurato Road, in Uganda cell. I'm a vendor from Gudie Leisure Farm, and I deal with the deep fried fish, I deal with chips, I deal with the boiled cassava, sweet potatoes, and deep fried chicken. I get to know Gudie Leisure Farm through a radio announcement by the Gudie of Hoima, and I got interested. I called her. She told me in large about Gudie Leisure Farm, and I went and joined Gudie Leisure Farm, and I was trained as a vendor. My experience at Gudie Leisure Farm was not bad. First of all, I went there. I didn't know people, but when I reached there, I interacted with very many people from different districts, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot about leadership in general. Very many skills like time management and so on. And focusly, as a vendor, I learned how to give value addition to our products. Those are white meats. So I can handle, I know how to handle a bird, I know how to handle all animals you have to deal with. I know how to slaughter them, I know how to portion them, I know how to marinate them. And which marination? Those are, because we learned about herbs and aromatic plants. We are people who marinate using herbs. It means at Gudie Leisure Farm, they try to teach us how we can feed people as we are treating them as well. So we use in our marination, the way you can see here, in my fish I use turmeric, I use garlic, I use ginger, I use rosemary. All those are herbs and who can treat different diseases, as he is also giving a very nice aroma, a very nice scent on our products like fish and so on. I had to choose vendor. First of all, what I forget in my introduction, I'm a refugee from Congo, and at that time I didn't know very well how to talk even English. And when I was trying to do some research about those who had gone there for Code 5, it was like those other nodes, they used to write to very many things, like a producer. I liked being a producer, but I was looking at two things. Being a producer, I should have at least a land where I can keep from my birds, what I don't have. We any rentals, what. Actually, even at that time, I used to stay with a friend. So with all that, I couldn't choose that node because I had nowhere I could keep my birds or rabbits or what. Then again, I was also fearing too much English because they enter deep in very many things as a producers. Even these feeders, they also enter in something like it's chemistry or what. So all those things, I was like, maybe because of the language I may not what. And actually I was advised by my GDA that no, a vendor is someone who gives value just in cookery. And there you can start from anywhere. Like here I'm at the street, I came after, this is where I started from my business, and it was like a symbol for me because they don't ask me for very many things apart from paying the city council. Yeah, so that's how I came to choose the vending, and I didn't regret why I chose it because it helped me a lot, and it has made me to interact with very many people. Now my customers, I use English to talk to them. So I have very many different people, and they are, as I'm making my business, as I'm learning more of languages around Uganda, and more especially English. What I achieved, first of all, relationship, that is one. Two, as I told you before, last time I used to stay with a friend, but now I was able to start renting for myself. I can pay for my bills like rent, electricity, water bills, and I bought for myself a new mattress, a bed, of which I didn't have before. Another big achievement, it is my daughter. I have a daughter of 9 years, and with this, I'm able to take her to school. She's in boarding. I found that this business, I always leave this place at around midnight, and with her, it will not be good for her, like late at night when she has to go to school very early in the morning. That's why I decided to take her in boarding section so that I can be free to work. Our challenges here, the first challenge was rain and sunshine, and I get solution by buying an umbrella. The second challenge is the city castle. The city castle does not allow us to work from here. You see, they always chase us. So that's why you see when I have come late in the evening, they want us at 6 at night. They don't want us daytime, because last time I used to come here early, I could organize some fast food, what, but they chase us. They use even to come and get our things. They take them there. After sometimes we buy others, we come back like that. That is also a challenge. Another challenge is my customers around. You see how big is my fish? This fish I want to sell it at 20,000 after calculations, because I bought it at 15,000 a piece. And after calculation, the cost benefit analysis, I found that I have to sell it at 20,000. Now my customers, when they see things from the street here, sometimes they look at it as if are cheaper things. Now a customer may come and want that fish at 15,000. Maybe he may want it and a lower price than the money I bought it. So it is one of the challenge I found. People can say, oh, you are expensive, you are what. But when I try to explain to someone that no, I'm not very expensive just because of this and this, he may even leave the product. And at times the fish can sleep, and what it sleeps at, it reduces the value, and it added value because it added in my expenses, because I have to put it in the fridge, whereby I will use electricity again. You get it? So it is also a challenge. My customers want good things at a cheaper price. Another challenge, it is the sieves. Actually, I could be very far. There is a time I had bought a very big charcoal stove where to roast from chicken. But that stove was stolen by thieves around. I have to leave it just there with a padlock, but you know, with this business of scraps, I came when they had they had took my charcoal stove. It was a very big loss for me. I wish to start up a restaurant, a good restaurant, whereby all my things will be safe, one, whereby also someone will have to come and sit and feel comfortable. The message for all those people is that we should have a love of work. We have to work hard to achieve. Like me, I'm going a bit behind with my refugees around this town. I mobilized and have started a group for women's. The 80% are refugees, 20% are nationals. Yeah. I started by teaching them these things of cookery, and at times when I get some jobs like birthday parties, some meetings, I call some of them to work with me, like outside catering. We do something like outside catering. But I don't have utensils. I always hire. I have friends around with restaurant. What I hire, I get those women. We go and cook, and we get some money. We divide. But I told them that we should not stop from there. We have to be organized. Our group is now organized, and we have a constitution, a certificate, and very soon we shall be opening a bank account whereby we shall be keeping our savings, because we want to go ahead with that project of training women's, more especially refugees. We train them. Yes, customer. We train them, and I can serve him. Fine. This fish is 18, the other one is 20.
What's the difference?
You mean this? Thank you. A message for Gudie Leisure Farm. Without fail, I have to thank so much Gudie Leisure Farm for incubating me, because my life has completely changed because of Gudie Leisure Farm. I wish that that program should continue, as Gudie Leisure family promised to journey with us for 10 years. And indeed, they are really in journey with us, because like me, everyone, a member of Gudie family reach around Oima, search for me and support my business, buys my products. Last time the MD even came when I was still there. She came with a team to support my business, and I was like growing big in my life. Yeah, so my great thanks to Gudie Leisure Farm, to our MD, Professor Neiga Basaza Gudula, for thinking about the youth, and for all those good projects she's having for the youth. We are really, really appreciating the Western region spotlights. We are in preparation to come there. We are trying to mobilize our people around, our leaders around, and in Bunyoro Kingdom, our deputies, to at least go and enjoy with us and try to hear about Bunyoro, because you know we are going to talk about Bunyoro culture. We are going to talk about very, very many things, and we as youth, we are going to give our testimonies, our experiences, and what we learned from Gudie Leisure Farm, because some of them, they don't know about it. And I think because of this event, they will come to know what is Gudie Leisure Farm and what the youth are implementing here in Oima, so that they can use us for, like we have producers, we have feeders, miamwe vendor, bon, all our products. They will know about it, and they will have to support us, as we also helping this area to develop more.